Hello world, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz. Louis C.K. I hate this one kid. I mean, it's possible. I ain't gonna lie, some kids are very easy to hate and not like. This sounds cruel, but anybody who's actually a real person and you're serious and you've been around kids a lot, yeah, like it's easy to dislike a kid. Like you don't hate the kid to the point where you want to hurt them, but like, I mean, if they were to trip and fall, you'd be like, yeah, you probably deserve that because kids could be mean. I'm telling you. If you think all kids are little angels, you have not been around enough kids. Some kids are just, especially little boys. Little boys, for some reason, are just, they have this stage where they go through where they are just evil. Like, no reason at all. Just evil, just to get it out of their system. Right now, they're deciding if they want to be a criminal or if they want to be a regular child. Like, throughout that stage, it's up to you to fix them. And I feel bad for the ones with no fathers. We know where those guys end up. But anyway, what am I talking about? What are we talking about here? Shout out to Louis C.K. I want to see what Louis C.K. want to say. What Louis C.K. got to say about this. Y'all let me know what's next from Louis C.K. Don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. No more ghost watching, all right? Let's listen.
When you have kids, you also have to belong to kid and parent culture. You have to know a lot of parents and a lot of other kids. You have to hang out with other kids. Sometimes they're not even kids you know. Like when I go to parks with my kids, I play with them. I play with my kids. Some people don't do that. They neglect they just take their kids to the parks so they don't have to talk to them, and those kids kind of glom onto our shit. Like I'll be sitting at the park playing a fun game with my kids, and then there's this woman over in a bench, and she's got her phone, she's just staring at her phone, and her kid's like, "Mommy, talk." "Just leave me alone, I'm trying to cheat on your father. Stop it." And then the kid comes up to us, "Can I be in your family?" It's creepy.
Can I be in your family?
One time I was at a swimming pool with my kids, a public pool, and I had my daughter, my 6-year-old, on my arm like this. She was like clamped on, and she's kicking. It was so much fun. And then she got off, and another random child just clamped on her. Blech! It's like a rat. Get off
so
of me.
Weird.
But I love you. I don't know you, kid. Stop it.
He said I love you.
I think the kid's dead. I don't know. What happened?
Probably hit the kid.
Some kids in my kids' class, I like some of those kids. Some of those kids are cool. They come over to my house, they play with I like them. Other kids I don't like, especially little boys. Little boys in my kids' class, I hate them. I hate little boys. I'm like the opposite of a pedophile. I just hate There's one kid in my daughter's class who I hate so much. And it's really fucked up because I'm 44 and I hate a 6-year-old. I mean, I hate him with a grown-up, preoccupying hate. I've thought about him 3 times since I came out here. That's how much I really hate this kid.
Yo, that's too much hate, man. What the fuck? 3 times.
I'm gonna tell you about him, and I have to make up a name because he's a real child who lives in this city, so I have to make up a name in order to tell the story about him. His name is just Zan the Puss. Let's just call him Zan the Puss.
Zan the Puss.
Just Zan the Puss. Fine.
That don't even sound like a kid. Sound like an animal.
He's in my daughter's class. They're in 1st grade. And when we take our kids to class, there's a little procedure. You bring your kid to school, and they have their backpack and their jacket, and they go to their cubby, and they take it all off, and they put it in the cubby. Then they take their the homework folder and their lunchbox and put them in the bins. Those are their little responsibilities. You help them do it, so they'll blah, 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 blah. But Jazan the Puss, when he comes in, he doesn't do none of that shit. He just walks in and just sheds it all. He just
drops everything.
And his mom, his weak piece of shit mom, picks it all up. I hate his mother.
It's always
Because
the
you hate a
mothers,
weak
man.
parent when you're a parent. Because it's like you're raising Hitler, motherfucker. Do your job. Get in there. If our parent group in our class were a platoon of soldiers, she'd be the one that we'd put soap bars and socks and we'd frag that bitch in her sleep. She would wash right the fuck out. She wouldn't make it. When Giselle the puss drops his shit, this bitch picks it up. She doesn't, she just goes, oh, Giselle, he does like you, I'm just doing fingers. I'll get it though, and then I'll put it all in the bins for him. And she puts it all away for him, which frees him up to punch other kids in the face. Because he's a shitty, horrible, violent child.
Damn.
One time I was at school, and I was volunteering at recess. It's something that you do, you know, if you're a good parent, about once a month or whatever it is, you go to school, and you just stand there, you watch recess, you masturbate, whatever you want to do.
What the fuck?
That is now the worst thing. That's the worst thing now. Now that's the worst thing I ever said. Okay.
What the
All right.
fuck?
Okay, we'll find
I
it.
did not expect that. What the fuck?
I mean, you could. It's a public school. Nobody would even give a shit. But I haven't thus far. Hasn't gotten that bad.
Yo, he has an obsession.
Anyway, I'm watching
with
Recess, and
masturbation,
Recess is a
bruh.
trip. If you've never been to Recess, it's intense because it's like the universe. Like, you know, if you watch the ocean crash waves on the beach for a long time, you start feeling like you're understanding how everything works. That's what Recess is like, because every natural chaotic energy is represented at Recess. There's kids swirling around in these big roiling crazy things. There's one kid just spazzing out, just as some singularity kid, just it's a binary system of two kids holding hands and they're running and just clotheslining every child at a certain height. They're keeping a uniform height to the playground. So I'm watching Recess, and I see Giselle the Puss, and he's walking with this evil. This kid is like evil, stuck out of time. He's like, I always picture him in a gray fur coat with bones in it, and lots of rings from people
That's
that he
a
killed, and
child.
just walking. And then I see my daughter, and she's standing there just by herself. And there's Giselle the Puss, and I know he's going for her. It was like an action movie thriller thing. Dun, 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 dun. And I think to myself, I gotta go there and I gotta protect her. But then I thought, let him do a little something first. Let him do just a little something because I want this kid in my life. I want a reason. I want aerial photos of him doing some shit to my family that I can bring to the UN and get authority to waterboard this little motherfucker. I want to get him on a flight to Venezuela with an envelope on his head and duct tape and all that shit.
Bruh, that's a lot. That's a lot.
So anyway, he goes for her, grabs her arm, starts twisting it. She goes, nah! I run over. I'm just knocking kids over. I run, grab him. And I look in his little face and I go, listen to me, Giselle the Puss. If you ever in your life touch her again. And as I'm doing this, I realize this is not cool that I'm doing this. This is totally inappropriate.
None of this has
It's
been
really wrong. It's way over the top.
Yeah.
It's too grown up. I mean, it's like he's a drug dealer in my building that I finally fucking... This ends now, motherfucker. I will cut you. I don't care. And he just starts crying pitifully, and I just walked away from him. I just got away.
Yo, that's fucked. Oh shit.
And then all the teachers, everybody that gathers up, Giselle the Puss, what's wrong with you? And he's like, and he couldn't articulate it because he's not getting educated. Fuck him. I was there going, yeah, you could have told on me, bitch, but you're too stupid now, which is your own fault. You future ditch digging piece of shit.
Damn!
Oh, I'm gonna love watching you grow up into nothing, motherfucker. I'm gonna watch it, and I'm gonna fuck your mom and not call her, too. I'm gonna ruin her summer. I'm gonna fuck your mom twice and then never call her.
Yo, what the?
And I don't know your dad because he ran out on you, but I'm gonna find him, I'm gonna turn myself gay, and then I'm gonna fuck him too. I'm gonna suck his dick so good that he just has to change his whole life. And I'm gonna move into a place with him in the village for a couple of months, and totally he'll cut off ties to all his life and start wearing cutoffs that are really tight, and and then I'll go to some Christian turn you not gay place, and I'll come back and go, what's wrong with you, faggot, and make him feel bad inside. Like, what has he done?
That's diabolical. That's a lot, bro.
Well, you gotta protect your kids. You gotta protect your kids. You gotta do it, man. A lot of people talk the talk, but, you know. A lot of people say that shit. I would throw myself under a bus for my... Oh, yeah? Would you fuck another kid's dad and confuse him sexually and yourself sexually in the process? And use homophobia that you hate against another person just because some kid shoved your kid for a second? That's my baby girl. I gotta do it, son. I gotta suck that dick. That's my baby girl. I gotta do it for her. All right. All right. I hate that child. That's what I'm
Imagine how much you gotta hate somebody as a heterosexual man to fuck their father just to confuse their father. Like that is just what are we talking about? Yo, I should expect this by now from Louis C.K., but every time it doesn't just take a left turn. It takes a lot of lefts, and then we still end up going left. It's like, what am I listening to? But look, I spent sometimes I'm this weird person that I get trapped in loopholes, not loopholes, rabbit holes. One time, I seen one clip of this lady who killed two of her kids, and she had them in a freezer. Because I watched that clip several times, it told YouTube, oh, he want to know about other people that killed their children. So I went down this long rabbit hole of all these cases and mothers killing their kids, and mothers, there wasn't too many fathers. A lot of those families, the father was gone. And it's like, damn, a kid could piss you off enough to kill. I have never had that. Some kids I just feel like are just assholes, and there's especially the kid with the fucking parent that's enabling them. I fucking hate that, and I had to deal with that shit several times. You can't see that your child is fucking annoying and very destructive, and you're just like, nah. It's a fucking kid being a kid. If that was somebody else's kid, you would throw a fucking microwave at him. So I had to deal with a lot of that. People just watching their kids be the worst person on earth. Mothers, by the way, because all my homies that got kids, they have a short fuse that, hey, shut the fuck up. Go to you feel me? Because kids could be annoying. That's why fathers are important. I would have been an asshole if my father wasn't mean. And I'm still kind of an asshole, so you feel me? Well, he kind of passed away early, but so half. The half of my life, was he there for half? The time he was there prevented me from being at my potential, my potential of assholeness was cut short by this man. You feel me? Because if you just let it just be like a child and their mother. Even like he described, like the mother just, bruh, especially if it's a male child and a mother, I have never seen that combo create somebody that's honorable. It might create somebody that's successful because they have all the confidence in the world because the mother's, oh, you're the best, you're this, you're that, you're that. But they are trash people, like just terrible, emotionally whack, just. But to have all that vitriol for a child is nuts. I never hated, I don't think I've ever hated a kid. I've been very annoyed by a child to the point I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking pinch you in your back and then you just gonna make that noise and nobody's gonna know what happened to you. Fuck you. that type of shit, you know? Like regular, normal people shit. Like this man's talking about waterboarding. What are we talking about here? That's extreme, man. Shout out to all the kids. I love kids, man. I want like 13 kids. Like I want a whole village and it's just all my kids just running around, but they can't be assholes. I don't like fucking assholes. Whether you're a kid or an adult, if you're somebody that like you make it impossible to be around you, I don't like that shit. So, you know, I'll kick the fuck out of my kid if yeah. I believe in whooping kids. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't believe in abusing kids. There's a difference, you know. If you just beat on your kids because you're drunk and you got issues, that's abuse. But if your child is doing some fucked up shit and you need to get that behavior out before the cops do, that's called discipline. You feel me? That's called discipline. I think y'all got it fucked up. I be seeing kids do the most horrible shit and they don't get disciplined for it. You know what that means in their mind? It's okay. So as they grow older, that behavior is gonna multiply. So you know, I ain't no parent. Obviously, I ain't no parent. I think if I was a parent, I'd be a softie because I'm a softie with my nieces and nephews. But I just hate terrible kids, man. Then again, my nieces and nephews, they're dope, you know. I only have a problem with one of them, but it wasn't even that extreme. Like when he was young, he was just so bad, but he came out to be the dopest kid, so, you know. But anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Let me know what's next from Louis C.K. and I got you. And I will see y'all in the next one. Go, you better. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all. Peace!